Welcome to this episode of the EDJ Whitetails. I'm Eric Johnston. That over there, still getting ready, is Delana Johnston. She's bringing her snacks. As you can see, we've buried the Ranger in the switchgrass here, and I'll tell you why once we get to the blind. Stay tuned. Alright, welcome back to the latest episode of the EDJ Whitetails. Want to take a moment tonight before we get going into this hunt. We apologize for last evening's hunt with the audio. About halfway through, sorry, Del. About halfway through, we lost audio. One of the microphones died, so we got that squared away. And we shouldn't have a problem with that tonight, but we're sitting in a new spot. It's really hot, really hot. Almost questioned not going tonight, but Delana wanted to get out here, right? We're overlooking a bean field, as you could just see. Most of these beans are turning brown now, but there are still some green, and they've been, as you imagine, they've still been utilizing it. Is it warm? What do you think about tonight's hunt?
I think we should be able to get something.
Well, I think we'll at least see something. We can see a long, long ways. We can see a long distance out across this bean field, so I'll flip the camera. Probably definitely we're going to utilize that loophole rangefinder tonight if something comes out, but we've got a few decent ones that have been utilized in this area throughout the summer, and the beans are a little further gone than I thought they would be by now during youth season, but it's been so dry, so we're going to check this out, and I'm getting too loud again. We're going to try this out tonight since it's so hot. Now, as you saw, we buried that Ranger, didn't we? What did I park up against? That's switchgrass, but did I?
It's taller than me.
Yeah. Now, the reason we did that is being out here in this open bean field. As you might imagine, it's very, very hard to get in and out. So our plan is we buried the Ranger probably 40 yards behind the blind here in the middle of that switchgrass. So they just, probably feel like it's a farmer coming and going, or EJ checking trail cameras. And when we leave, we can duck right out the back of this through the switchgrass. If there's deer out in the field, we're just going to be bumping them with the Ranger instead of walking out across the field. So it's a plan. I don't know if that is a good one, but I feel like we can get in and out that way, right? I think we'll go ahead and shut up, and I don't know if we have super high hopes as hot as it is, but we're going to give it a try though, right?
Yeah.
All right, stay tuned. Thanks for watching us on the EDJ Whitetails. So tell them what's been happening, Del.
So, we have not seen a single deer yet, and we have been talking about, different spots that deer's going to be coming from, and we're just testing things out. I think we use the range, then, we tested out the gun scope, so, yeah, we just been hanging out here. Plus, I cook mac and cheese.
Yeah, when Mom's away on business, we don't eat very good, do we?
No, but I want a milkshake, so you're gonna have to take me anyway.
So as you can tell, she's got it all planned out. But being out here on the edge of the beans tonight, we are waiting for that sun to dip. One thing I failed with where this is set up, it's on the point in the switchgrass. So we can see a bunch of different angles in the field, but when you want to look straight ahead, this, as you can tell, the sun is right in our face. So hopefully that sun has a little ways to go and it's going to dip down below the trees to our west. So that's when we're probably going to hopefully have a little action. And if we do, we'll bring it to you, but otherwise we're going to keep on hanging out in here in the blind and bring it to you as it comes. Alright, the sun has finally dipped below the trees over there, and pretty uneventful thus far, but now would be about the time I would expect something out here in the beans. Highs got up into the 80s today, and it was bright sunshine, and now we've got mosquitoes, don't we? Couple things learned today. One is on a bright sunshiny day like this. Oh, we've watched a lot of pheasants. If you could, the mic pick that up. Hear one cackling over there. Couple takeaways is blind positioning, and it's kind of hard to determine because I want it to be on this point so you can see to the north, south, back a little bit, everything to the west. And wow, were we ever blinded though? Probably rethink that a little bit. Maybe face a little bit more southwest or something off of this point instead of straight west. But one of those things you really don't think about. But think about that, how that sits in the evening, because I'm sure even though we're inside this blind, that sun coming in the windows probably illuminated us in here. But what do you think, Del? She's been trying to mess with me. I started it, to be fair. We've been passing the time talking about school and everything else, like she had said, but I hear pheasants all around us. Yeah, I don't think so. We're gonna sit tight here until we're gonna sit tight here until we lose a little bit more light, and then we'll slip back to the Ranger and get on out of here. But should we close this up? Unless we see something. Okay, so what are our takeaways tonight? Blind positioning with the sun. We need to adjust for that, right?
Yeah, we need to figure out time here before. You need to fix the time when you get pictures.
She doesn't like that some of our cameras, most of our cameras, they just update once a day. We don't use it for any kind of real-time scouting. I just have it for knowing what's around. So she gets a little antsy about only getting updates once a day. So I reminded her that we used to have to drive around on four-wheelers and pull cards and everything and see them once a week.
Don't have to do
And then if we want to go way back to the older days where I had to take the film to the 1 hour store and have the film developed, or if you want to go way back to the olden days when I started hunting, we didn't have anything called a trail camera.
Back in my day, we had to sketch out the deer. That's what you sound like.
That was a good one.
Back in my day,
That was a good one.
we just walked in. We didn't even know what a gun was. We just shot flowers at the deer until they fell.
Oh my goodness, you are full of it. All right, so we're gonna close this episode up. A hot September 25th evening.
It's not even that long. It's actually.
It's cooling down now that the sun went down.
It's been nice. You just decided winter swim.
I wore a long sleeve shirt.
Yeah.
But I'm not getting bit by mosquitoes either.
I'm not.
Okay, that's enough of us rambling on. If we get something on, come out, we'll bring it to you. But otherwise,
we didn't film much. We just watched it, tell everybody about it, and make sure we became famous.
all right, we're gonna wrap this up. For the EDJ Whitetails, I'm Eric Johnston.
I'm Delana Johnston.
And remember to